Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So this is a video that not necessarily that we wanted to do. I figured we would have to do it along the way, but here it is. We're trying to warn you about this campground. It was a dump and they tried to steal our money. So hang tight and we'll explain. So the campground in question is Adventure Bound Camping Resorts. This place is the DC location and it looks wonderful from their pictures that they show you on their website. So when we were looking for a place to stay near DC, we booked this because of those pictures. But when we got there, we found out that our site was so narrow that we could not put out our awning all the way without hitting our neighbor's camper. And we didn't have a picnic table or fire ring when we got there. So when we asked about it, they threw one in front of our camper, not even near our campsite site, and then a fire ring underneath our neighbor's slide out. We couldn't have a fire. The site was so unlevel, and our next door neighbor liked to park his truck over by our truck, which didn't make sense. And they are all, for the most part, completely unlevel, some of them even full of trash and unusable. This lovely video is from our neighbor's camper. It looks great, doesn't it? And at one point the police were called, along with a fire truck and an ambulance. I don't know what happened, but it couldn't be good if it took 4 police officers to take care of the situation. A lot of the campers there are so old that they leak and have tarps on top of them, along with their vehicles for some strange reason. And whenever it would rain pretty hard, there was an alarm that would go off on the other side of the street from our campsite. It was really loud. But you can see some of the cabins there are occupied, and by what looks like hoarders. There's so much stuff inside and on the front porch. The potholes throughout the whole campground, or whatever you want to call it, are ridiculous. The pool that they show to be usable on their website has not been in use for at least a couple of years. It's just, what a joke. There's another lovely camper. And this fiasco. So we couldn't pull out. We had a quote pull through site, but it was so off camber in front that our camper would have struck the bed. So we had to back out of our campsite. And that was a mess because the staff member that lived behind us decided to park a trailer right up next to the road, so it made it a little difficult. As you can hear, we had a fun time backing up, trying to get out of our site, our pull-through site.
Right now you were completely missing that trailer. Looking good. Doing good. Keep on coming. You did fantastic. Doing good. Doing good.
We were so ready to leave this place.
I'm concerned about that car back there. I think you're going to miss her altogether. Alright. Well, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic.
And once we got backed out, we had to go down the road and hang a left.
Oh,
and
good.
The neighbor at the end of the road thought it was a good idea to park their vehicle on the road. So we had to get out and make sure that we didn't take the front of her SUV off. And also, if you'll watch the front cap on the passenger side, there's a big tree over there that we almost hit with the cap of the camper.
Okay.
Now onto the facts that they tried to steal our money. So when we booked the site, we were required to pay in full, which we did, and we got a receipt that said we were paid in full, no extra charges. We get there, we go through that horrible experience, we stay our stay, we pack up, we head out. That day that we head out, that we left, we get slapped with a $136.44 electric charge, a metered electric charge. We were never told that we were going to be charged metered electric. We went back through all of our documentation, all the paperwork that we signed. We even went on to their rules and their website to try to find anything that said that we agreed to metered electric. And there was nothing. So I called the manager at the front desk there at Adventure Bound DC. And when I questioned the lady at the front desk about this, she kind of shut down. She wouldn't give me any information on something that I signed that said that we would pay the metered electric. She rather said every site we have is metered electric. And we tell everyone over the phone that it's metered electric. I said, well, that's not good enough, because neither my wife nor I remember being told this, and we can't find anything in our documentation that says we signed to say okay. So can you please provide proof? She said, well, how about I get a general manager to call you? I said, okay, that's fine. So she said that they would call Monday. And so by the time Thursday rolls around, we have not heard anything from a general manager. So we decided to write an email. And within a few minutes of sending the email, we get a call stating that, hi, this is Michael, the general manager at Adventure Bound Campground in DC, camping resort. I cannot call that place a resort. He said, don't worry about the electric charge. We'll go ahead and waive that today. I said, well, what do you mean today? We're not staying any longer. He said, oh, that's fine. Well, we'll go ahead and waive that charge. So I went back and looked at our receipt that originally said, first it said that we didn't owe anything, we paid in full. Then it said that we owed $136.44, which we have a picture of. Luckily, we were able to take a screenshot of that. And then it says, no, we don't owe anything. So it's a very shady practice. And when we first checked in there, they asked us for permission to make reoccurring charges on our credit card, which was odd to us. We declined that and actually said, no, you're not allowed. And again, this is not a video that we necessarily like doing. We knew we were going to run into these situations, but we all do. And we don't want to put nothing but negative videos out. But once they tried to steal our money, it was kind of one of those we needed to share with everybody just to kind of protect everyone else from going through the same experience and trickery that we did. So that's it for this video. And until next time, safe travels, everyone.